Welcome friends. Today we will see a new concept known as quadratic equations. Now, up till now we have seen the concept of linear equation. I hope all of you know what do you mean by linear equation. Linear equation, let us take a simple example. 4x minus 8 is equal to 0. This is called as linear equation, and where a in the form ax plus or minus b is equal to 0. This is called as linear equation where a is not equal to 0. Where a is not equal to 0 and it has got only one solution. Only one solution. These are the properties of linear equation. Linear equation is in the form ax plus minus b is equal to 0, where a is not equal to 0 and x has got only one solution. Therefore, if we solve the above equation, 4x minus 8 is equal to 0, therefore 4x is equal to 8, therefore x is equal to 8 by 4 and that is equal to 2. Dividing by 4 on both sides, x equal to 2. So it has got only one solution, unique solution for linear equation. But today we will see quadratic equation. So a quadratic equation is any equation in the form ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, where a is not equal to 0, where the coordinate a is not equal to 0 is known as quadratic equation. Now, how many solutions are possible for this equation? There are two solutions possible. There may be one solution possible, or there may be no solution possible, zero solution. So, quadratic equation can get you two solutions, one solution, or there can be no solution for the quadratic equation. Now, what are the simple examples of quadratic equation? Let us say x square minus 4 is equal to 0. Now, it should be in the form ax square plus bx plus c. So, what is the form? 1x square plus 0x minus 4 is equal to 0. This is in the form ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. If we consider this as a form of quadratic equation, then x square minus 4 can be put in this particular form. Now next is x plus 3 whole square equal to 0. X plus 3 whole square equal to 0. If I expand this polynomial, I will get x square plus 6x plus 9 equal to 0. So value of a is 1, value of b is 6 and value of c is plus 9. So this is the form ax plus b is equal to 0. So these are the quadratic equations. When we call these equations are quadratic equations, we must remember that there can be two solutions possible, there can be a single solution possible, or there can be no solution possible. We will see all these cases one by one. That when there are two solutions possible, when there is only one solution possible, and when there is no solution possible. So as previously discussed, we will start with quadratic equations of the form x square equal to k. X square equal to k. Now let us say find the solution of the equation x square is equal to 8. Now I know this root 8, square root of 8 into square root of root 8 is equal to 8. Therefore x is equal to square root of root 8. This is one solution. But I also know minus of square root of 8 and into minus of square root of 8, minus will get plus, and square root of 8 is equal to plus. Therefore x is equal to minus of square root of 8. Therefore I can write the equation x is equal to plus minus square root of 8. If x square equal to 8 is the equation, is the quadratic equation. The solution for the quadratic equation is x square is equal to plus minus square root of 8, because x can be plus square root of 8 or x can be minus square root of 8. Both these solutions are possible for these quadratic equation. Now my friends, pay attention. If this k is more than 0, then there are two solutions possible. x equal to plus square root of k or x equal to minus square root of k. Now if k is equal to 0, then there is only one solution possible, x equal to 0. If x square equal to k, and if we say k is equal to 0, then x is equal to 0. There is only one solution possible. If k is more than 0, then two solutions possible. If k is equal to 0, only one solution possible. And if k is less than 0, let us say x is minus, let us say x square, let us take an example, x square is equal to minus 3. Now finding x is equal to square root of minus 3 is an imaginary number, is a complex number, and we are going to deal with complex number at our later stage. Imaginary or complex number, it's unreal number, it's not a real number. So that's why x less than k less than 0, that is k less than minus 1. If k is less than 0, we have taken the example k is equal to minus 3, x is equal to square root of minus 3. Square root of minus any number, any real number, is an imaginary number, complex number, which we are not going to learn in this particular year. Okay, we will learn it at higher mathematics. So if k is less than 0, then there is no solution possible, no real solution possible. No real solution possible. No real solution possible. This means if k is more than 0, it has given us two solutions. If k is equal to 0, it has given us one solution, and if k is less than 0, it has given us 0 solutions. That is what we have promised. That quadratic equation in the form x square equal to k may give us the three solutions, 2, 1 or 0 solution. If k is more than 0, it will give us two solutions, plus root k, minus root k. For that, k number must be more than 0, 1, 2, 3, anything. Okay, it can be 1.25 and all these things. If k is equal to 0, then there is only one solution possible, x is equal to 0. And if k is less than 0, we have just seen square root of a negative thing is an imaginary number or complex number, and that is why it will give us the 0 solutions. So that is what we have discussed in the beginning of this session, that these quadratic equations may give us two solutions, one solution or no solution. Now my friends, let us take an example of one more thing. 2x square plus 3 is equal to 17. 2x square plus 3 is equal to 17. We have to solve this quadratic equation, solve for x. The question is solve for x. 2x square plus 3 is equal to 17. So I will just subtract 3 from both the sides, that is 2x square plus 3 minus 3 is equal to 17 minus 3. This means I have added minus 3 to both sides. I have added minus 3 to both sides, that is 2x square plus 3 minus 3, and this is 17 minus 3. Therefore 2x square plus 3 minus 3 will be 0, is equal to 17 minus 3, that will be 14. 2x square is equal to 14. Therefore 2x square divided by 2 is equal to 14 divided by 2, that is dividing both sides by 2. Dividing both sides by 2. Dividing both sides by 2. Therefore x square is equal to 7. Dividing both sides by 2, x square is equal to 7. Just in previous case we have seen, if x square is equal to positive integer, in that case x is equal to either plus root 7 plus square root 7 or x is equal to minus square root 7. These are the two solutions possible, either x is equal to plus root 7 or x equal to minus root 7. These two are the solutions for 2x square plus 3 is equal to 17. The value of x should be either plus root 7 or value of x should be minus root 7. I hope you have understood this. Now let us take another example. Solve for x. Solve for x. That is equal to x minus 6 whole square is equal to 14. X minus 3 whole square is equal to 14. This is the equation. We have to solve for x. Now x minus 3 is equal to, now if I find out the square roots of both the sides, x minus 6 is equal to plus minus under root 14, square root of 14. If I find the square root of the left hand side, it will be x minus 6. If I find the square root of right hand side, it is plus minus square root of 14, because if this is positive integer, there are two roots possible, plus root 14 minus root 14. I will consider both the roots. So x minus 6 is equal to plus minus root 14. Therefore, I will add 6 on both sides is equal to plus minus square root of 14 plus 6. This is adding 6 on both sides. Adding 6 on both sides. Adding 6 on both sides. Therefore, x is equal to 6 plus or minus square root of 14. This means x is equal to 6 plus square root 14, or x is equal to 6 minus square root 14. These two solutions are possible for our quadratic equation x minus 6 whole square equal to 14. So friends, today we have seen the solution of the quadratic equation x square equal to 4. Solution of the quadratic equation x square equal to 4. We have to solve it by this particular method. Now our next point of discussion is solution of this quadratic equation by factorization. Okay, based on this I will give you an exercise which you need to solve on the Moodle and upload on Moodle, and I will mention the last date and I will mention the procedure to upload your solution. So that exercise, try to solve the exercise, one simple exercise containing around 10 numericals, and which you need to solve it and upload it on our Moodle. Thank you.